They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 39, Roethlisberger, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted.
That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
44-yard line.
Here 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 30, James Conner.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot, maybe a couple. Second down coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now this throw complete to Washington. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Trying to run for it with Snell. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll try and run for it with Connor. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll be a 20-yard gain on the play. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. I got you. I got you. No.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
James Conner.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Garoppolo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Complete to Debo.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the... And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Benny Snell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
On for the point after.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Return. The Niners take over first.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Garoppolo to Ayuk. 1st down, 49ers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
San Francisco.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
49er ball carrier.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
A 3-yard pickup.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He'll buy some time right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3.
Makes the score.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 2nd and a couple, Roethlisberger. He finds his man Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30. 16 yards, a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
49ers.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk.
Garoppolo.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To Brandon Ayuk.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Steelers' 43-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Mostert.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
A pickup of 2 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
49er ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Cameron Hayward, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 48-yard line.
Check right 54. Right 54. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. What Nicholas? Got spin.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. A first down for Connor and then some. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
30-yard line.
Snell on the shotgun handoff. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Play leads to 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Second and 10.
Check, check. Block 54. Block 54. It's on field. It's on field.
Again, it'll be Connor. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy. That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points. And he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster there to make the grab. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me...
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Might as well good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Taken in the end zone. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
touchdown.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Complete to Washington. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
It doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, The winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
San Francisco.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Today's final score.
Big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.